TVS's flagship, the Apache RR 310, is a 3 out of 4 motorcycle. Because of the 4 years that it's been on sale, we've seen it in 3 iterations, each of which has increased its sophistication, its capability and its excitement level. But now, to make it a 4 out of 4 motorcycle, we have the 2022 TVS Apache RR 310. The RR 310 is debuting TVS's new BTO platform, which is built to order. Basically, you can customize the motorcycle the way you like it using an augmented reality app or a web configurator, and you can pick things like colors for your wheels, the decals, and you can also pick race numbers for your motorcycle, and then you can watch the motorcycle being assembled at the factory and then make its way to the showroom nearest to you. Well, aside from that, for 2022, there are some other updates like a DigiLocker app in your instrument cluster where you can store things like your RC, your driver's license. And when it comes to mechanical updates, you've got an exhaust that's a bit more upswept to increase cornering clearance, and it does have a sportier exhaust note. But isn't it a bit much getting us to the racetrack for a sportier exhaust note? We are here also because of BTO, because the BTO packs in some packs which not only increase the excitement but also the sophistication and the capability that the RR 310 has to offer, like the race pack, which has foot pegs that are 30mm higher, which when combined with that upswept exhaust increase cornering clearance by 4.5 degrees. And then you have the handlebars, which are angled inwards and downwards, and all of that means
with the commuting-oriented bars out of the way, the rider fits right in, and moving from side to side is natural. You can hang off further as your hands fall more naturally at the bars, which makes it easier to unload the tires coming out of corners. It makes the whole experience more fluid, more intimate, and faster. There's increased cornering clearance too, which lets you dig deeper still and carry more speed. Which brings us to
the second pack is the dynamic pack, which brings you special hardware from Kayaba, like the fully adjustable separate function forks up front and the monoshock at the rear, which gets preload and compression adjustability. Along with that, you also get a golden chain.
the brass coating improves life. You won't feel it on the track. But the changes to the suspension settings are obvious. It gives the RR a new attitude. It almost got twitchy. But then we tweaked it further and we found a balance of confidence and agility that suited my riding abilities. So the RR 310 can be set up to suit who you are and how you ride. It can make you better, whether braking, turning or accelerating.
No, the engine hasn't changed, it's not making more power, the chassis hasn't been tweaked. But keep in mind that it was updated in 2020 for BS6, that's when it got the ride modes with a sharper throttle. You got, well, the Road 5 tyres. And when you combine all of that together, dynamic pack, the race pack, what you get is a motorcycle that can really work out on the track. So impressive and intimate is the RR 310 now in this race and dynamic pack configuration that within a few laps, just a couple of sessions with it, I managed to clock a sub 2 minutes 7 second time, which is crazy. And I'm sure I could go faster provided I had more time with it. But while pushing harder and harder with the motorcycle, I realized that there are a couple of things that are still amiss. The brakes have always been a pain point on the RR 310 and it's no different here, but it feels all the more glaring now because the rest of the package has truly widened itself in the kind of sharpness and sophistication that it offers. The throttle too just doesn't have that connect between what the rider asks for over here and what's happening at the back wheel over there. And these are key misses when riding a motorcycle. Before I go any further, if you haven't subscribed to ZigWheels, please do so right now, and if you have already, thanks a lot for that. And as for the RR310, the 2022 RR310 is packing a wallop. In terms of excitement, every RR310 enthusiast can customize this for that individual experience. And if you are a cornering enthusiast, you've got the race pack, which gives you those more engaging ergonomics without compromising on everyday usability as well. The dynamics pack ups the sophistication because the suspension can be tuned whether you want to use it for the racetrack or for the road, giving you more confidence and definitely a more connected feel. And along with that, of course, you're getting a motorcycle which the price has increased slightly by 5,000 rupees for this 2022 version. And as for the packs themselves, because they're being done straight from the factory, the race pack is just 4,000 rupees extra, whereas the dynamic pack is 12,000 rupees more. But if you were to retrofit these parts to existing RR310s that you may own, and yes, you can do that, you would have to pay more. But nonetheless, the 2022 RR310, it's definitely hit a 4 out of 4 with this version, and one that is worthy of the flagship name of the TVS family.